Yo, what's up guys? It's TraderNeil here, back for another Friday stream. Going to be taking a look at BTC price action. Got some nice moves this week, and so I'll be telling you where I think it'll be going next. And we're going to be having a look at some altcoins, some in the AI sector, some juicy meme coins. So if you guys like what you see, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe on this channel. Hit that bell icon if you don't want to miss any of my videos. But with that out of the way, let's get started. All right, guys. So basically, starting off with Bitcoin, my above here, bears can go fuck themselves line is still holding strong. And once we reclaim that, boom, up to last Monday's highs here. And so far, I am liking what I'm seeing. We are above on the 4 hour and had a 4 hour close above the 66,890 level. This is just on the 4 hour, of course, so it's not, like a daily level of daily importance. But just looking left, this is a nice level you want to hold for this range, because above here, next level coming up is seriously like 71K. I mean, you do have some resistance coming up at about 68,500 that we'll have to break through. But I really, honestly, guys, I would not be surprised if we see 68.5 today, especially if these hold at 66,700. I think coming up to this level next would be the next area of resistance. So far, looking at Bitcoin here, we do have one drive of bearish divergence forming on the 4 hourly. So if anything, I would just keep that in mind, that area in mind, because I do think if we come up to 68.5, looking at this divergence, we probably reject from there, at least initially. And doing something like this where maybe we come up, reject from this level initially, come down, maybe retest Monday highs, a little lower, reclaim for something like that, would get probably a nice 4 hour RSI reset at the 50 level here. And then this would be a good long opportunity. I mean, looking at this so far, you do have 4 hour demand here, taking a fib pull from this local low to high. You've also got 0.5 fib. However, this fib pull can easily change, especially if, we come up to the 68.5 level. Like, this rally isn't necessarily over, so I wouldn't really be too reliant on that right now. On BTC in general, guys, like I'm not looking to long like current market price or anything, because even though I'm looking for 68.5, I think altcoins, I'm looking for alt setups, pullbacks is more so the way to go right now. Okay, so that's just my thoughts on Bitcoin. Overall, guys, I think it looks quite good, especially we haven't looked at the daily chart yet. Back above the 50 level on the RSI, which I really like. So bulls are taking control there. Monday highs also coincides with this daily. Oh, it's an old daily level, no longer valid, just because also you have this wick that already pumped through it. So not really a whole lot of resistance here. That's why I'm more so looking at this 68.5 level. And yeah, BTC looks completely fine here, guys, on a technical basis. You've got a daily open level right here that if we close today anywhere above 65,211, this is going to be a daily level, and so that would be a nice area to look for some longs. Really, though, I'm going to wait till some price action develops here. Maybe we get a nice little range going, because until then, you'll just be scalping some lower time frame charts. I pull this across, you can see this is a SR range, SR support zone. So, could come down here, retest, and then come up to 68.5, and that would be completely fine. All right, so just a little bit about Bitcoin there. That should say, I don't know, maybe up, maybe down. I mean, I'm more so looking for up. That's the thing. Yo, what's up, weatherman? This is just lower time frame stuff. So yeah, 4 hours looking good, especially like I said, above these highs here. Now, let's take a look at Ethereum. So I'm glad some of you guys got in my ETH long. Let me see if I can find my layout for that. Yeah. I shall find it. 1 second. There we go. Okay. So we had a nice push on ETH, and finally we are breaking out of this supply line, coming in from current rally highs on the 12th of March. And overall, what I am liking here is on the 4 hour, we're finally breaking some structure to the upside. Not only did we break these highs from the 13th of May, but we also broke highs from the 10th of May now, and we're pushing above them. So that looks good on the 4 hour. Daily is still in a downtrend though, so keep that in mind. Daily is, in my opinion, downtrending until you break these highs from on 1340. Not only do you have the highs here, but you have this being an important low being put in here. So in my opinion, you flip that and then ETH starts to get going. ETH Bitcoin was looking pretty cooked yesterday, but now it's looking a little better with a bounce, like a little. See, on the 1 hour, you did have a flip here. On the 4 hour, you are still in a mega downtrend. Same with the daily. Like, not a whole lot has changed here. Yes, you have divergences technically build up on the weekly, but as you can see, you're about to make a lower low on the weekly RSI, which is not good. That's bearish. So what I would say really here, guys, is lower prices under 492 Satoshis look pretty likely on ETH Bitcoin. So those would be levels like 4322, and then you've got a big support zone coming here at 3635. So maybe we have to come down to those levels, bounce off of all-time uptrend support here on the supply line, and then maybe you get a nice sizable bounce on ETH BTC, but probably not until you get to these higher time frame levels. And then Sol showing a very nice amount of strength here. If you guys are following me on my Twitter, I posted that in my opinion I'm seeing Sol having a push pretty soon to $200 again. I was essentially looking at it here when last night we flipped this topside resistance at 159, had a retest, and then we were sitting about here at around 160. As long as we're flipping and staying above basically this 159.7, 160 level, I think coming up soon we come to these higher prices, with 200 being at least like a short-term target and getting potential rejection there. But overall, like, I think seeing something like this, rejection coming down, that's very possible. I don't know if I've been posting any charts in chat here, so that's my bad. At least I'll throw Sol in there. But like I said, you guys can watch this back on YouTube, and then you'll be able to see my charts on there too. No worries. Put your TP around 83K. All right, guys. So went over BTC, ETH, Solana. Yeah, man. Sol BTC looks good. If y'all look at Sol BTC, but also Sol Ethereum, because that chart is looking fantastic. Take a look at those. Yeah, Sol BTC looks great here. Still very much in an uptrend. Nothing but higher highs and higher lows here. This entire way up, you had a nice RSI reset here on the daily at 50 before this push up. I think this one takes out the highs again. I would be very surprised if this doesn't come back to 289. And if when this happens, you know, Sol's probably coming back down up to 200, like I was saying. And then Sol Ethereum looks even better. It's already coming back to these highs from the end of March. Let's see. And that is basically new all-time highs for Sol Ethereum, at least on this Binance chart. Pretty insane, and I think this doesn't look done. Weekly, let's take a look. Yeah, weekly RSI. I consider this to be reset at this point, basically, so I think this goes higher. I mean, it makes sense with looking at ETH, BTC. If you just invert this, of course, then you get ETH Sol. Does this chart look good, guys? I would venture to say no. All right. So, other than these, can take a look at some other coins. Let's look at some in the AI sector, guys, because a lot of these are actually looking quite good, especially on the daily charts and the 4-hour. So one that looks pretty good to me is FET. FET is clean here with two ranges, upside range and then downside range here. To me, you flip this level, 1 second. You flip this level at 2.367 on the daily, and I think this pushes back towards range highs again. Got a daily level there. Got a daily here. Let me get on the lower time frame, see if we can get a more pinpoint entry here. 12-hour would be a good one. See if the 4-hour tells me anything. Yeah, 4-hour considers that level to be a nice SR2. So if you want to be aggressive, you could take this flip on the 4 and aim for those highs. What I would be doing though is leaving, once you do get a flip there, leaving room to DCA at least once. Somewhere around 2.3. Now take something like this. So I would not enter just yet. Wait for a 4-hour flip. But daily chart looks pretty good here. So a lot of these AI plays look pretty similar. Like, for example, Ajax looks very comparable to FET. It's got a similar situation here where you have daily resistance coming up at that same level at 981, and I can almost guarantee you that playing this, yep, it's gonna look exactly the same as playing FET. Just look for a 12-hour flip of resistance before taking along there. Not one that I would jump in yet, of course, guys. You don't want to basically come up here long resistance and then get immediately rejected. You gotta be patient and wait for some important candle closes. All right. Next, we've got Ocean. Similar chart, GRT. Little different here. As you guys can see with these other ones, you've got 12-hour lower highs here, but one on GRT, you've got, of course, 12-hour higher highs here on the 12-hour, as you can see. Let's get on the daily. I would say range isn't as clean on GRT as some of these others. Of course, the lows are pretty obvious here at 2348. It is a little harder to strategize here. I would say I like the daily flip of this resistance here, 3016, but you are coming up to this resistance at this order block. So yeah, GRT is one I would be patient with. Render, yeah, actually, let's take a look at render because it's doing some things that I do like. 12-hour here. So 12-hour here in render actually looks pretty good. You do have a 12-hour RSI reset here at 50. And to me, invalidations are pretty clear here. So if you long at CMP, I would just cut this if the 12-hour closes essentially like back under this level at 9.884, and then just play that as like your invalidation. Like, to me, that's quite clear, and you can have some nice RR if you do it that way. But you have to have manual stops, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm way more positioned in AI than RWA. I think RWA, it's not one of my favorite sectors. I think it still has a ways to go. And right now I'd be more betting on AI because to me that's one of the next crazes that also the winners will do very well in my opinion. And so taking some bets here and there and spreading out your investments so that you have potential exposure to one or two of the winners of the sector would be the way I play it. Yo, sorry guys if I keep sniffling and stuff. My allergies are fucking killing me today. It's crazy over here. But yeah, render looks pretty good here, guys. I feel like the invalidations are clear. And you close back under that support on the 12-hour, then I would jump out of the trade. Yeah, guys, so we went ahead and we looked at BTC, ETH, Sol, AI coins. Last sector we'll look at now is some memes. So whiff, this one's been pretty weak. You know, Don Alt's been feuding with Ansem over the long and shorts on these, on whiff specifically, and about meme coins. I do feel like, you know, on like higher time frames, like this one's not looking, I just like don't have the best feeling about it anymore. Like it's been pretty weak, and for now, really, unless you claim 3.14 here, I still think this one just ranges and possibly goes lower. What I would be looking at is This daily already got hit. Yeah, I mean, see if you have any obvious order blocks here. Not really. So yeah, only trade to be had on whiff that I even see here is just bottom of range, 2.246 or so. But other than that, like your two scenarios for me are you flip daily. You flip daily resistance here, or you come down to range lows, potentially get a bounce from there. But that's all I'm kind of seeing on this one. Yeah, WorldCoin is AI. Shib looks really good here. I'm still in SHIB spot, guys, and I think it goes higher, honestly. Like, the thing that I like about SHIB is you're starting to put in a base here, is how I'm viewing it. And to me, now that you've been putting in lower highs this entire way, you're finally breaking above 50 on the RSI on the daily, and if you can close another daily above this level here at 2.5, I think you start pushing back to the upside here. So holding my SHIB, holding my Doge long that it gave today. Doge overall looks good. 12-hour here. You could, to me, like, this could be very easily considered an inverse head and shoulders in the classical way, especially if you come up and retest this neckline. I mean, you've got a very clean neckline here at 162, very clean head. So gotta love some clean head, you know what I mean? Anyone? Okay. Floki. Oh yeah, Floki's doing the thing for sure here. Floki, anything above 201, this looks pretty damn good. Then I think it comes up to really, like, you came up, hit this 12-hour resistance here, but I think it's coming up to 251 next. Like, this one's looking strong. No 12-hour bear divs here, anything like that. So I think this has more to go. Pepe, yeah. So Pepe spot, guys, got that juicy 69% move from entry. I do think, though, now, personally, like, I'm viewing Pepe, I think it consolidates here. I'm not, like, super confident that it keeps pushing here. These wicks that failed to close dailies above here, these highs from the 15th of March, I think that could be a sign of at least a short-term rejection, actually. And so I would be patient here, maybe waiting for this to form a little bit of a range. Get the CC on there, and then I like this support zone. Got a pretty good amount of confluence already lining up here. And so this, to me, I don't know if you get this. I don't know if you get a pullback to these deeper levels. But if you did, then this would be a trade that I would take. Back up to top side of range. I'm not saying this will happen, like a pullback to this level. But if it does, that's what I'd be interested in taking. Your prediction for long-term Pepe and peak run, if we get it, be close to deleting 1-0. Oh yeah. Damn, dude. Deleting another 0 here. I mean, sheesh. What is that? 900% move from here. Things would be pretty crazy if that happened, man. But, I mean, you can't rule anything out. Anything is possible. Myro doing pretty well here too, actually. Hopefully some of you guys got on this with me. Nice 25% move there. Let's see. And then Popcat. Let's get on a lower time frame here. You are uptrending here. But yeah. It looks fine. There's just ones that look better than this right now, so I think I'm gonna hold off on it. Injective. Let's go with the daily here. Got some daily bull divs on Injective, which I do like. You got really two drives here. Currently getting some resistance here at this daily level. And you're still pretty much just playing this range, is what I'll say. Got lows here. Mini range highs here. Fib pool, let's go with mid. And so two options that I see. Either you long this pullback, or something like this, or you wait for a flip of mid-range and long that. Then you can potentially take this back up to, you know, the next range up here, potentially. But I would be taking profits for sure at the top side of this bottom range here at 29. So yeah, two scenarios here. Either wait for the pullback or wait for the flip of 0.5 fib here. All right. So you got to set some alerts. I'm going to set one here just so I know if we get a flip. Yeah, no problem, E. One more. We'll look at one more coin.
Yo, can you?
Yo, what's up, Caleb? It cut out for a second. I couldn't hear you.
No worries. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Perfect. Yeah, I just need to get going, but I just wanted to thank you so much for doing the stream as always, brother. If everyone could also give Neil a big thank you, let's get some hype going. He's here on his Friday evening to educate and help you guys grow your portfolio. So a thank you is the least he deserves.
Really appreciate that.
I think he also accepts feed pics.
There's many ways to take my thank yous. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming, Caleb. Thank you. Nice, guys. Yeah, seriously, I appreciate you all for being here and hanging out with me on your Fridays as well. Been a fun one. Damn it, E. Every Friday, bro, he hits me with this. All right, guys. How about I leave you guys with one that I already know looks good. So, daily chart on Harmony 1. You've got a very nice bullish bat here. Bullish bat harmonic. You are, unlike a lot of these coins out there, still uptrending here. Which, I'm telling y'all, whenever I see setups like this, where you have uptrends and a nice macro harmonic forming within them, and then the uptrend still continuing, 9 times out of 10 I see these break to the upside. Like, as long as you don't break your uptrend, these usually end up playing out. RSI is trying to get back above 50. Yeah, this one, in my opinion, does break to the upside, coming up soon. Short-term time frames. You got a rejection here, so just set your alert. I would say as long as you can close a 4-hour, maybe you come down, tap this daily open, and then get your flip. That would be a very nice trade. And I'd be aiming for top side of this harmonic. Up here at the A point. So yeah, just set your alert on the supply line, see if you get a flip, and then go from there. Alright guys, that'll do it for me today. I hope everyone had a fun stream with me. If you guys like what you're seeing, posted my YouTube channel. If you guys could please like and subscribe, and this video is going up, I would say probably in like an hour or two. I would very much appreciate that. If you guys got any questions for me, just hit me with them in chat. If not, I will see you guys next week for another stream, and you guys take care. All right, have a great weekend, get some rest, and hopefully you guys printed hard this week.